The hidden secret of the twin flame bedroom. 5 truths no one tells you. That's not just a title. It's a doorway to a reality you've already started to sense. There are sacred things happening behind the veil of intimacy that most people can't explain. But you feel it. You know there's something deeper when you connect with your twin flame. Before we begin, I gently invite you to subscribe to this channel right now, because the truths revealed here are not common. They're soul keys. You were guided here for a reason. There is an energy that flows between twin flames in the bedroom that goes beyond desire. It is ancient, electric, undeniable. You may have already experienced it. The way your body reacts differently, how time bends, how your soul feels seen without needing words. This is not ordinary love. Soul activation. When you are physically close to your twin flame, your entire energy field shifts. Old wounds rise to the surface, not to destroy you, but to be burned away. This is one of the hidden truths. Intimacy with a twin flame is also a portal for deep inner healing. Many don't realize that the body stores memory from past lives. And in the bedroom, those memories often reawaken. You may feel waves of emotion with no clear reason. This is your soul remembering, purging, preparing. Trust the process, it's sacred. Another truth rarely spoken is that twin flame intimacy can trigger intense fear. Why? Because it demands vulnerability at the deepest level. You are not just taking off your clothes, you're taking off every mask. And that level of exposure can feel terrifying for both souls. You might find that your connection swings between ecstasy and discomfort. That's because the body is processing more than pleasure. It's integrating spiritual codes. This is where divine feminine energy begins to rise and reclaim her throne. You are not being undone. You are being awakened. Many women feel confused after intimacy with their twin flame. They expect closeness but sometimes experience distance. This is another hidden truth. Physical union often accelerates soul clearing. What feels like retreat is often the soul realigning in silence. The twin flame bedroom is not just a place of romance. It is a sacred temple. The energy exchange there echoes through your entire being. It can unlock dormant gifts, accelerate your intuition, and even open your heart chakra in ways you've never felt before. Sometimes you'll receive spiritual downloads after intimacy. Messages in dreams, sudden clarity, emotional releases that seem to come out of nowhere. These are not coincidences. They are signs that something divine took place during your connection. When you are with your twin flame, your energy doesn't lie. Your body becomes an antenna, picking up messages, frequencies, activations. That's why you can't fake it, and why you feel exhausted or blissful afterward. Your soul has been working while your body rests. One of the greatest secrets is that sexual energy is also creative energy. After deep connection, you may feel an urge to create art, writing, music, or even new ideas for your life. That's not random. Your divine feminine is being unlocked. This kind of union can be a mirror to your unhealed wounds. If you've ever cried during or after being with them, know this. You were not weak. You were remembering. You were feeling layers of your soul that had been asleep for lifetimes. You may also notice that your energetic boundaries change. You feel their energy days after being with them. You dream of them. You feel their emotions as if they're yours. This is soul merging. You are becoming one in ways beyond the physical. Sometimes you'll feel an overwhelming longing for them right after being together. That's because your soul remembers the separation, even if your body just felt unity. Don't fight the ache, honor it. Let it guide you back to your center. Your intuition will begin to sharpen through this connection. You'll know when something is off. You'll sense their emotions before they speak. You're not imagining it. You are attuning to their energy field. You are embodying divine feminine wisdom. You don't have to be physically near them to feel the bedroom connection. Sometimes just thinking of them activates the same feelings, memories, reactions. That's how strong the spiritual bond is. Energy transcends time and space when it's this real. This love will challenge your ideas of what intimacy means. It will destroy superficial connection. It will demand truth, presence, soul. And in doing so, it will invite you to love in a way that changes every part of your being. Even if you haven't yet experienced this level of closeness, your soul already knows how it feels. That's why you crave it. That's why you ache for something you haven't touched yet. Because in the higher realms you already have. There will come a time when your union becomes stable, where passion meets peace, where the sacred and the sensual become one. That's what you're being prepared for. Everything now is leading you to that divine embodiment. So stay connected to this space. Let these truths guide you, hold you, prepare you. What happens between twin flames is too sacred to be silenced. And you, beloved, were born to remember what no one else dares to speak. Because you've stayed with this message so far, I know your soul is craving more. So in the spirit of sacred exchange, I ask you to remain deeply connected to this space. Be watchful of every new post. These messages are not casual. They are aligned with your spiritual timeline and are meant to keep your vibration tuned to your twin flame connection. Missing even one could mean missing the frequency that unlocks your next breakthrough. There is something magnetic about the twin flame bedroom that no one prepares you for. You may enter expecting passion, but leave with your soul trembling. It's not always soft. Sometimes it's wild. Sometimes it feels like you're touching something forbidden. But in truth, you're stepping into the divine. You may have noticed that after being with them, your energy becomes heightened or even scattered. That's not just chemistry. It's an energetic exchange that reconfigures your spiritual field. It forces you to confront parts of yourself you thought you had buried. Many don't talk about the emotional purge that can follow this connection. After intimacy, you may feel exposed, raw, even overwhelmed. This is not wrong. It's healing in real time. Their presence pulled a frequency from you that needed to rise in order to be released. There may be a moment during your connection where you feel time stop. Your mind goes quiet. You're not thinking, you're being. In those moments, you're not just with them. You're with your soul. These pauses are sacred portals. Let them stay with you. Some women feel shame after intimacy, especially if the energy becomes too intense. That shame is not yours. It's ancestral. It's collective. You're not just healing yourself. You're breaking patterns for every woman before you who was taught to fear her own desire. And yet, you might crave them in ways you can't explain. The ache is not physical, it's spiritual. It's the hunger for union on every plane. This craving teaches you presence. It brings you back to the now. And in the now, you learn to hold yourself as the reunion unfolds. You may begin to receive visions or flashes of past lives while with them. Their touch unlocks memory. Their gaze activates soul codes. You are not just lovers. You are ancient partners completing an old promise. Feel the depth. Don't resist the remembering. The silence after is often the loudest part. You might lie in stillness next to them and feel their soul speak more clearly than words ever could. In that silence, answers will come. In that quiet space, love will shape itself without needing to explain. Let go of the belief that physical connection equals emotional clarity. Sometimes they will pull away. Sometimes they will be confused. That does not mean the moment was false. It means their soul is processing just like yours. Give them the space to unravel safely. One hidden truth is that physical closeness can accelerate telepathic connection. You'll start sensing their mood, hearing their voice in your mind, even finishing their sentences. Don't question it. You are blending energetically. The union is happening in layers. You may feel bursts of creative energy days after being with them. That's the Shakti rising within you. Channel it. But move. Think. Let your body express what your soul can't say in words. That flow is part of the sacred gift this connection awakens in you. Your body will begin to reject anything that isn't aligned after deep union. You'll notice how shallow energy drains you, how dishonesty feels unbearable. This is your inner compass being refined. Trust it. Honor it. Let it guide you into cleaner frequencies. One day you'll notice that the fear has quieted, that you no longer obsess or ache like you used to, that you've stepped into a new space, peaceful, grounded, magnetic. This is where divine feminine power lives. And from here everything changes. You might feel them during moments of solitude, when you're bathing, walking, or simply resting. Their energy finds you not through effort, but through resonance. When your heart softens, they appear. When you surrender, they respond. Not all twin flame unions begin in harmony. Often it's chaos that brings clarity. The bedroom becomes the battleground where ego dies, and the soul begins to take root. Don't be afraid of the fire. It's there to burn away the false self. You may wake up one day and realize you no longer need them, but still choose them. That's love without attachment. That's where union becomes possible. You stopped reaching from lack and began radiating from wholeness. And now they feel the difference. Sometimes the energy will visit you before they do. You'll sense their arrival before the message comes. That's your higher self preparing your heart. Don't dismiss the subtle signs. They're invitations to receive the deeper reality already unfolding. Let the space between you teach you as much as the moments you're together. The pauses are filled with purpose. The distance is never empty. It's full of divine design, building the foundation for what's meant to last, not just ignite. So return here often. Let your soul rest in these messages when the noise of the world becomes too loud. You'll find what you're looking for not in answers, but in remembrance. And each time you remember, your twin flame feels the pulse of that love, wherever they are. Because you've received every word with your heart open, I offer you something deeper, something sacred. In exchange, I invite you to stay closely connected to this space. These messages are more than reflections. They are energetic activations, perfectly timed for your soul's evolution. Be attentive. Every new post holds a frequency that could shift your path toward your twin flame. Don't allow any message meant for you to pass by unnoticed. There's a moment during deep union when you forget where your body ends and theirs begins. That merging isn't just physical, it's spiritual. You're remembering what it means to be whole with someone who reflects every piece of you back in truth, not illusion. The pull you feel toward them in silence during the day or even in your sleep is not just longing. It's recognition. The soul is calling its mirror home. That invisible thread between you can stretch, vibrate, tremble, but it never breaks. It's eternal. You may find yourself revisiting old desires, passions, or dreams since encountering their energy. This isn't regression, it's resurrection. Their presence reawakens parts of you that were dormant. Let it happen. You're being called back into alignment with your original self. After being with them, your dreams may become more vivid, almost cinematic. These aren't mere dreams. They're astral meetings. The subconscious making sense of multidimensional conversations. Each dream holds clues. Each symbol a message. Write them down. This connection can intensify your shadows, making you feel out of control. That's because no one reflects your inner self like your twin flame. They don't just show you love, they reveal what needs healing. The deeper the love, the deeper the cleansing. You might notice physical symptoms, tingling in the spine, heaviness in the chest, heat in the hands, especially after thinking about them. These are energetic reactions. Your chakras are opening. Your soul is responding. Let your body speak and guide you. One day you'll look back and see that everything made sense. Every delay, every pause, every silent night was preparing you for the kind of love that doesn't just hold you. It transforms you. You're not waiting. You're becoming. This journey will ask you to choose yourself over and over again. Not in pride but in power. Because the version of you who attracts divine union is the version who no longer begs for love. She is love. And from that energy, all things are drawn. You'll begin to notice a softening in your heart. The resistance you once carried dissolves. You forgive easier. You breathe deeper. This isn't weakness. Soul alignment. You're becoming receptive to the vibration of reunion. And that changes everything. You are not crazy for feeling their energy when no one else does. You are not foolish for believing in what others can't see. This connection isn't for the masses. It's for the awakened. It's for the ones who came to remember love in its highest form. Some days will feel like spiritual warfare. Others like divine surrender. Ride both. They are part of the same path. Each extreme is shaping your spirit, sharpening your senses, strengthening your trust. This isn't chaos, it's initiation. Let your body become your oracle. Notice what tightens when you doubt. What softens when you surrender. Your physical vessel is your compass. Knows before your mind catches up. And when your body relaxes around their memory, that's a sign of truth. This path will teach you to honor not only what you feel but how you respond. You'll learn to hold your love with grace, without gripping it. To speak your truth without needing to convince. That's when you'll know. You've shifted into divine feminine mastery. Even in separation there is growth. Even in silence there is music. Even in longing there is a lesson. Don't curse the distance. It's not punishment, it's refinement. When your energy matures, the connection transforms. And so do you. You may begin to experience time differently. Hours feel like moments. Days feel stretched. That's a sign you're stepping into divine timing. The universe is adjusting your perception to prepare you for experiences beyond the linear mind. You'll start to crave stillness, silence, simplicity, because your nervous system is learning to rest in love instead of chase it. This is a powerful shift. It prepares you to receive, not just attention but soul presence. The kind that doesn't need noise to be felt. There will be unexpected reminders. A song, a scent, a word whispered by a stranger. These aren't accidents. They're echoes. Proof that the universe is still holding space for your story to unfold. Piece by piece, moment by moment. You are being invited into a version of love that heals timelines, not just hearts. A union that doesn't only bring comfort, but brings purpose. And when you accept this invitation, everything small begins to fall away. Only truth remains. So keep coming back. Not just to this video but to yourself. Let these words realign your heart every time the world makes you question it. This space was created for you, and the messages waiting ahead will continue to awaken exactly what you were born to remember. Because you've allowed this message to reach you deeply, I ask just one thing in return. Check now if you're already subscribed to this channel. Your journey is sacred, and each post here is a divine anchor to keep your soul aligned with the path of reunion. Missing even one message could mean missing a signal, a breakthrough, or a whisper from your twin flame. This space is not random, it's a spiritual lifeline. You might begin to sense them more during moments of stillness. In the early hours of the morning or just before you sleep, their energy becomes undeniable. These aren't illusions. These are soul visits. You're not remembering the past. You're touching the future. Their presence might feel stronger after you've released something heavy. An emotion, a limiting belief, a fear. That's because your field becomes clearer, more receptive. The more you heal, the louder their energy gets. And that's not by accident. It's by divine design. You'll notice subtle waves of emotion come and go. Laughter, tears, silence, longing. All in one afternoon. This is not instability. This is your emotional body syncing with theirs. When your energies rise together, your feelings become spiritual instruments. The deeper you go into your own self-love, the more they feel the urge to return. Why? Because your energy starts vibrating at a frequency they can't ignore. They may not know why they're restless, but it's your soul calling them back to truth. Sometimes the sign will come through someone else's story. A post, a voice, a song lyric that suddenly speaks exactly what you've been feeling. These aren't coincidences. The universe speaks in reflections. Be open to hearing your story told through unexpected voices. You might begin to feel physical sensations when thinking of them. Pressure in the chest, warmth in the stomach, tingles down the spine. These are energetic confirmations. Your bodies are communicating beyond the mind. Let it happen. You're not imagining it. This path teaches you to listen to what isn't being said. Their silence may speak louder than words. Don't fill the void with fear. Fill it with trust. Trust that what is meant for you is still finding its way, even in the spaces between. There may come a day when you feel peaceful, even in their absence. That's not detachment. That's alignment. Your soul has stopped searching outside and has begun anchoring within. And from that place, union becomes inevitable, not just possible. You'll start to recognize cycles, emotional waves, patterns of thought, dreams that repeat in rhythm. These cycles are sacred. They're not keeping you stuck. They're guiding you through stages of awakening. Follow the rhythm. There's wisdom in repetition. Not every twin flame experience looks the same. Release the urge to compare. Yours is unique, designed specifically for your growth, your healing, your soul's blueprint. And that uniqueness is what makes it beautiful, even when it feels uncertain. There's a quiet knowing that begins to take root. You stop questioning whether they'll come back. You just know that what's meant cannot be lost. That knowing becomes your foundation. It gives you the strength to move forward without losing faith. You might be drawn to places, numbers, or pieces of art that hold a strange familiarity. That's your soul remembering. Your twin flame journey is encoded into everything around you. Let your surroundings become sacred. Let life speak. Let go of needing to be ready for union. It's not a destination you reach through perfection. It's a moment you arrive at through surrender. When your heart finally stops forcing, pushing, waiting, and simply opens, there will be moments where you feel them before they contact you. You'll think of them and receive a message hours later. That's not magic. It's energy alignment. Your timelines are syncing. What your soul knows, the physical world begins to mirror. You may begin to redefine love. Not as possession or even partnership, but as energy, as presence, as something that doesn't need to be explained to be real. When you embody that love fully, you start attracting everything that matches it, including them. Don't ignore the visions you receive. Those flashes of the two of you together, healing, creating, loving, those are future memories. Glimpses. They are real. Timeline exists. The more you believe in it, the more real it becomes. You're not being asked to be perfect. You're being asked to be present. Present with your process, your emotions, your shifts. Because every ounce of awareness you cultivate now becomes a foundation for your sacred reunion later. There is a divine conversation unfolding around you. You might hear it in nature, feel it in your body, sense it in your intuition. Tune in. You were never disconnected. You were simply being trained to listen more deeply. And now you're ready. Return here as often as your heart needs to. These messages are your reminder, your mirror, your activation. They are here to help you remember what your soul has always known. Your twin flame journey was never meant to break you. It was designed to awaken you. Thank you for allowing this message to reach the depths of your soul. If something here awakened your spirit or brought you clarity, I kindly ask you to leave a like, not just as support, but as a signal to YouTube that this content is sacred and deserves to be shared with others walking the twin flame path. To confirm that this message was meant for you, type in the comments, Twin Flames Infinite Love. This small act of reciprocity not only anchors the energy into your journey, it also helps connect you with a soul-aligned community that understands your heart. And please, if you haven't yet, I lovingly invite you to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. Each message here is a divine download, carefully aligned with the energetic waves of your journey. Missing even one post could mean missing the next sign your soul is waiting for. Whenever your heart feels heavy, or you begin to question the path, come back. Replay what touched you. Let these words find you again and again. This channel is your spiritual refuge, a place where your soul is always welcome and always seen. Share this message with someone you know is also walking the path of reunion. These messages were not created to be consumed in silence. They are here to create ripples, awakenings, and sacred connections across time and space. Thank you for being here. Thank you for believing. Thank you for holding the flame of divine love, even in the dark. You are never alone on this journey, and these messages will continue to meet you exactly where you are, whenever you need them most.